New York City's CUNY system is the country's, oops, sorry, our prompter's not running here. Let me get to it. It is the country's largest public university, which boasts nearly 250,000 students across 25 different campuses.
More than half of those students are first-generation college students. Nearly 80% of them are students of color. So this morning we're joined by CUNY Chancellor Felix Matos Rodriguez to discuss the recent $75 million donation to CUNY and how he's working to improve the system for students. So Chancellor, good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
You know, first and foremost, by the way, you were really a history maker for the CUNY system, becoming Chancellor in 2019, the first Latino to lead the CUNY system. So before we get into the whole project and the donation, let's talk about you really being the first Latino and what you're bringing to the position.
Well, it's a great honor, and I think it's a testament to the great diversity that CUNY has. I mean, you mentioned some of the statistics, and we mirror New York City, and it's been a long tradition of CUNY being a place where all New Yorkers feel embraced. It's a door of opportunity for all New Yorkers, and I came here to teach because I wanted to teach those students as a history professor, and now I'm honored to be in this role. And at the end of the day, it's about creating opportunities and social mobility for all New Yorkers so that the quality of life here in New York improves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which is why you started the CUNY Cares program, right?
Absolutely. We know that our students are bright and talented, but many come from backgrounds that they have food insecurity, housing insecurity, some of the issues that New Yorkers are facing. So we began CUNY Cares. We began in the 3 schools in the Bronx. It's a pilot. To leverage money already on the table. Many students, for example, qualify for SNAP. They don't know how to apply. They think they don't apply, right? That is money that can go to help them, to connect them with resources, and so that we eliminate some of the barriers that lead them not to succeed academically. So we hope the pilot is successful. We want to learn from it and then scale it up to the entire system.
Absolutely. Let's talk about some of the big issues that are facing not only the CUNY system, but colleges really across the country. One of them, of course, being the Israel-Hamas war, raising concerns about anti-Semitism, right? Hate speech on college campuses. What is CUNY doing to battle the hate speech, but also at the same time give students a right to free speech?
I mean, it's a challenging time. It's a very polarizing set of issues. Obviously, let's begin also with some of the fundamentals, right? The loss of life with the terrorist attack, the hostages, you know, who are still now back with their families, the destruction, the loss of life in Gaza. All that has an impact on New York. We have many students that are Jewish, that are Palestinian, so they're directly affected by the conflict. People have opinions on it. And that's going to translate to what we do on the campuses. Yeah. The key thing is campuses are a beacon of freedom of expression, of finding solutions for ideas, but that always has to be done respectfully and civically, right? So we want people to express their ideas. That's what campuses are all about. But it needs to be done in that manner and never crossing the line of harassment and discrimination, right? And we're very clear. Once you cross that line, we'll take whatever measures we need to take to make you feel safe. And we're trying to find that right balance as we go and we get ready to begin classes this week.
Yeah, finding that balance is so critically important.
Yes.
Let's talk about staffing, because I know about half a dozen CUNY campuses are dealing with staff cutbacks, right? Is that going to change? Are you going to be hiring more?
Well, I mean, so we have a structural budget deficit in part because through the pandemic we lost a significant number of students, and there were some disinvestments, you know, previously in the state and in the city with budget cuts. So we're trying to correct that. We have 9 schools that have particular budget challenges, and we said you need to correct this. Each one decides which way to go about doing that in the way that would impact students less and their operations less. And so we have a number of schools that decided to make some adjustments with personnel that were temporary, which is always painful. Yeah. We always have students in mind. We're always trying to work to help those part-time faculty that might be displaced. But we feel confident that if we do that, now we're in budget season up in Albany, that if we, with the support that the governor has shown the last couple of years, the Senate, the Assembly, if we can work with some of the pegs in the mayor's side, you know, our campaign in enrollment, we want to bring students back. The numbers are looking good. You saw the subways in New York with all of that. And with added philanthropy, that if we put those things, we'll be able to get our finances back in shape and provide the kind of excellent education that we've been giving our students for decades.
So those layoffs were temporary, But no more layoffs.
This is a plan to stabilize the budget in those schools for this year. We feel that with those adjustments and with that support, we'll move forward.
Let's talk about some of the CUNY buildings, right? A lot of buildings in this city are old, just downright old. They need their repairs, right? Necessary repairs, and that comes with some money as well. You did get the $75 million donation. Are you going to be using some of that to offset some of these costs of repairs?
Well, donations often come with, rules by the donors about what. And in this case, it's great news. It's investing in 25 faculty, allowing us to do, and we'll talk a bit more about that, to be part of this Empire AI Consortia. So those are great things. That is not money for construction, but luckily in the last two budgets, there's been a lot more money for capital improvements. And we're trying to work very, very hard to get to do more and to do it more quickly.
All right, Chancellor, thanks so much for stopping by this morning to share.
Thank you for the opportunity. You're our neighbors.
Yes, come on back soon, okay? Let us know how things are going, all right?